Hello, I'm going to assess one of my students' letters today. Let's start the assessment. The student has written on the date on the top. I'm happy with that. And this is the acceptable date format. Good. And then the student has written on the addressee's contact details in the correct order using the in front of the occupation. That's good as well. But I think post-operative care needs an hyphen in between, okay? If they didn't mention, you should. In the case notes,
Yes.
usually they don't mention any hyphens. But post-operative, pre-operative, all these things, post and pre always comes with a hyphen after them. Okay. So you have to be a bit careful about that. So dear nurse, that's okay. Comma, that's good. I'm happy with that. So this one is just a recommendation, but it's highly recommended to use it. Okay, post-operative. You should say post and then hyphen and then operative. So look at the way, you can see the mistake here, right? Oh, okay, let's go to the next one. DNS, comma, I'm happy with that. Regarding Mr. James Hutton, comma, date of birth, good. That's good. All right, I'm writing to refer Mr. Hutton who underwent a right corneal graft today. Good. That's a good sentence, okay, without any mistake. And that's a complex sentence. I'm happy with that. He requires overnight care as he is due to discharge from your facility at 10 a.m. tomorrow. Okay, he's due to discharge. He's due to be discharged. Usually we need to use the, what you can say, the third form of the verb, due to be discharged from your facility at 10 a.m. tomorrow. Okay. You don't need to mention these timing actually. You can just mention like, he's due to be discharged from your facility tomorrow morning. That's it. All right.
Yeah, actually, he has an appointment at 11 o'clock,
Oh,
so
at
he
11
should
o'clock. Oh,
leave
okay,
that
okay.
facility. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Then if he has an appointment, yeah, right after the discharge, yes, you need to mention that. Yes, that's important. So I thought that it's not the case. Anyway, it's okay. Good, good. All right. So he is due to be discharged. Okay. So instead of saying due to discharge, sorry, due to discharge, you can say he's due to be discharged. All right. That could be done. Okay. All right, just one moment. Okay. In terms of Mr. Hutton's social background, comma, he is a retired grazier, okay, and he is using his gold card for his medical and transport expenses. This is wrong. It's not transport, it's
For yeah.
transport, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh,
Sorry.
spelling mistake. It's not good. Transport. Okay. All right. Okay. Good. He has a partial blindness, even though he is independent with his light works from the. Okay. I told you that even though has got two words, and I asked you not to use even though because there is another word which is more formal than this. Do you remember this? I don't know why
How
you're
about?
writing down. No, it's although.
Okay.
Yeah, but the problem is, okay, let me write this one down first. First thing is, even though is not one word, okay? You need to understand that, okay? So even though needs to be written down like this, even, and then there is a space and then though. But again, this is also an issue because as far as the vocabulary is concerned, there is a better word, which could have been used. You should have used although. Although is more formal. It is more appropriate. See, we need to work hard to make our letter as much formal as possible. If we cannot achieve 100% formal, it is okay. At least if we can achieve 95% formal, then that's fine, or 90%, as much as we can. And these are the apparent ways that you can stay away from being informal in your letter. Do you understand? These are the obvious ways. Everyone can understand that. So you need to avoid using even though and though. Okay, you have to use although. Although he is independent with his light works at farm. Do you know what is with this farm? FORM. Farm is a kind of application form, for example. But I believe you wanted to write down this. Am I right? FARM.
Yes, sir.
It's really wrong. This makes, someone cannot work at application form or something. It doesn't look good. Okay, along with his son's family. That's all right. Okay, so there are a couple of mistakes. The problem with the majority of the students is that they do write down a well-written introduction paragraph, but moving forward, they lose their control on grammar and they commit lots of mistakes, which is not good. And you have been doing the same thing as well. I mean, you write a very impressive introduction paragraph, and then you slowly, transitioning into, or making your B grade introduction paragraph to C plus, and then C, and then you'll end up at 280, okay, at the end, which is not good. All right, have a control on your sentence structures. If you feel that writing a complex sentence can lead to some mistakes, don't do that. Don't write that. Use two simple sentences instead. I'm happy with that. As long as, it's much better to write down two simple sentences without any mistakes than writing a complex sentence with a couple of mistakes. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay, good. What regarding Mr. Hutton's medical background, he has had hypertension and corneal tear in his left eye since 2005 and 2003 respectively. That's good. I'm happy with this. Today, Mr. Hutton was admitted for redo corneal graft. Why? What is this for redo? What does this mean?
Actually, the procedure.
So they're going to do the same thing once again.
Back, so, okay. Yeah, they just want to correct it.
Oh, they want to. Okay, so this is like, so he has done corneal graft once, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, so they wanted to correct this, right?
Yeah, again they are doing this new procedure.
Okay, so you should say he was admitted for corneal graft. Okay, so they wanna, okay, so which was performed in no, correct corneal graft. Is it right? You don't need to use for redo. I don't know, this phrase is incorrect. Anyway, the other thing is, after for, you can't use a verb like this. You have to use a verb plus ing only. Okay.
Okay.
All right, for example, let's say admitted for redo. No, admitted for correcting, or you can say repeat corneal graft. If it is a repeat one, if it is the second time they're going to do, then you can say admitted for repeat corneal graft, okay, which was performed in 2016. Okay, no, this is wrong. For when you say redo, which means, okay, all right, repeat. Okay, you can say, maybe you can say admitted for a second corneal graft. That's fine. Okay, you could have put a full stop. All right, and you should have mentioned, that he has undergone this operation in 2006, maybe here, somewhere here in this one, in the first sentence, or maybe in the second sentence. You should have mentioned it. I mean, Mr. Hutton has undergone his first corneal graft in 2006. Do you understand?
Yes.
Is that what you want to write down? And then he came again for the second corneal graft. Am I right?
Yeah, I think so. Yes.
Yeah, so this is wrong. I mean, it was not clearly conveyed. Okay, the problem here is that today he was admitted for redo blah blah blah, which was performed in 2006. This is wrong. I mean, you are making a mess by combining both the past tense and the present tense together in one sentence itself. It is pretty complicated for the reader to understand what you are conveying. Okay, this is wrong. Post-operatively, he has made good progress. However, he is under sedation. Okay, under sedation is not one word, unfortunately. Everything else is correct. Okay, under sedation is wrong. It is under sedation. It's like under medication. Am I right? Is that what you want to say?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then it's wrong. This needs to be, yeah, this needs to be written down in two words. Okay, under, and then there should be a space and then sedation. All right. Hence his eyelids remain. Okay, see this one, eyelids. Eyelids is one word only, and you have written on two words. All right, eyelids. Okay, and the other thing is, eyelids is a plural noun, so it needs to go with the plural verb only. I mean, verb only, not verb plus s. Okay. Okay. So what you should have done is eyelids remains. That's wrong. Eyelids remain to be closed. Okay. Remain, not remains. With the singular noun only, you have to use verb plus is. With the plural noun, that's verb only. Remain. Okay. His eyelids remain closed. It's not close, but closed. Okay. Right. Let me add it in the previous sentence itself. Okay. Close. Remain closed. All right. Remain closed for several hours. Okay. That's fine. And the hospital has been provided a clear. Okay. Okay. Clear eye shield. So this means the hospital has received this clear eye shield. Am I right? Or the hospital has provided this clear eye shield to the patient. Is it what you want to say? Has been provided is wrong. You should say the hospital has provided. Okay. Has provided right, a clear eye shield and the cooling glasses. No, uncooling glasses. Cooling glasses. Doesn't go with the cooling glasses. You should say uncooling glasses. And a cooling glass or and cooling glasses. All right. Cooling glasses. Sorry, it's not. Just a minute. Sorry. Cooling glasses. Okay, you should say and cooling glasses. That's fine. Sorry. Okay, let's go to the next one. In order to protect his eye. Okay, currently he is on whatever the medication. Okay, that's the medication. Okay, that's good. Lipex 10 mg. That's good. Paracetamol 1 gram as needed. And eye drops including. So there are many eye drops, right? So eye drops include. You should say including, or and eye drops include. Okay. All right. Eye drops includes. Sorry. Includes. That's wrong. You should say eye drops include, or you can say including. If you want to write down, sorry, eye drops including. I think eye drops is one word only. I believe eye drops is one word only. And then you should include, including eye drops including, and then you should say whatever you want to use. Okay, you don't need to put this semicolon. Okay, eye drops including this one. Okay, add 1 drop. Okay, 3 times a day. There is 1 drop for his left eye 2 times a day. All right, good. Everything else is all right. So it would be greatly appreciated if you could. I believe so. Let me go to the next one. If you could provide an assistant to assist. Okay. Is it the assistant or maybe a social worker? What do you want to say here?
Someone to help.
Oh, someone to help. Okay, then assistant is okay. To assist him with his daily living activities as well as dressing. All right. Please note he has an appointment with his eye surgeon at 11 a.m. tomorrow. Also a carer, capital A. That's wrong. I don't know why you have used capital A. Wrong. Don't use the capital letters unnecessarily. They affect your score like anything. And you know one thing, in British English, okay, I mean, whenever you write a letter to someone with a capital letter, it means you are very angry. I mean, unnecessarily. If you use something like, for example, and then carer, like CARER, in capital letter, then it means like, you are very aggressive or you are very angry, right? A carer has been arranged to assist him while transporting to the hospital. It's not while transport to the hospital, but while transporting to the hospital. While transport to the hospital, while transporting to the hospital, okay? Or you can say, assist him to transport to the hospital, okay? Or should you have any question? No, it's not question. Don't use question because
Question.
Yeah, people may have many questions. Okay, if they have got second question, so aren't you going to address that? You should use questions. This incident this is okay. That's good. I'm happy with that. All right, let me check the case notes. Before then, I will go through the grammar. Grammar is not up to the mark. It's not good. Okay, the problem is small and capital letters. That's another issue. Need to be used appropriately. Need to be used correctly. Okay, you have to use these letters correctly, and then spelling mistake is another one. That's not good. Is another area of improvement. Okay, then some sentences are incomplete, which is not good, right? Eye remains closed, eyelids remain closed, that's wrong. Remain closed, okay. And then cooling glasses, use of articles and prepositions. Okay, use of articles, prepositions, punctuation marks. Okay, punctuation marks are okay. I think that's not an issue. Prepositions, articles, nouns and verbs. Nouns and verbs needs to be improved. Okay, that is an issue. What else? Yeah, but these are the silly mistakes. They could have been avoided. At least some of them could have been avoided. Okay, that's what I believe. Use passive voice form more frequently. Okay. Overall task fulfillment is okay. It's not that bad. All right. Vocabulary is all right. Okay. Presentation and layout are fine. Let me see if you have included all the relevant case notes or not. All right. Okay. So Mr. Hutton was given sedation and a local anesthetic to his right eye. The local anesthetic was a full block, and he will not be able to open the right eye for several years. Several hours. Okay, he will be totally without sight until this occurs and should then have restricted vision. Okay, you need to write a letter to the patients who need nursing care overnight and send to post-operative care residence. See this one? There's a hyphen in between, right? I don't know why you haven't written now. The post-operative care residence. Okay, explain yourself. The care he will recruit. Okay, all right. Okay, let's go here. Current medications. Okay, that's all right. Okay, good. You have expanded all the abbreviations. I'm happy with that. Nursing care needs. Mr. Hutton was given sedation and local anesthetic at his right eye. Okay, that's full block. Okay, 7 hours. Okay, he will be totally without sight until this occurs and should have then restricted vision. A clear eye shield must remain on his right eye. Okay, at night, protect from knocks while sleeping. You need assistance with the mobility, shouting and dressing. Alright, dark glasses are being provided by eye hospital to cut down glare from outdoors. Okay. Alright. Sorry. Ability shouting has an appointment. Okay, that's good. Veterinary and the carrier will transport and assistant. Try not to use the same words. Okay. It's not good. I mean, try to use other words, like instead of writing assist, you can use the other words like support or provide care or things like that. Okay. Vocab, more synonyms could have been used, but all relevant case notes were included. I'm happy with those things. Were included. Sorry. So that's a good thing. But the problem with your writing is that you have committed many mistakes. Grammar, spelling, the selection of words, Oh, good. All right. According to me, based on the severity and the number of, the frequency of mistakes, I believe this one can get you maybe 280 maximum. Maximum, okay, not less than that. Most of the sentences are incomplete as well, unfortunately. All right. Okay, anyway, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it.